of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
I keep forgetting you.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. The double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky
Throw
does
it
not
away,
lie.
Leon.
And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Not my business stuff.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 1st down, Elliott able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, this is Adams, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run on 2nd down with Adams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Move. 4 down. Check. Mike's 50. Let him know. Mike 50.
I don't know why I can't throw your string on the thing.
Mike 50. Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that.
No way.
Get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Scary, man.
Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got him.
To throw on third down, Murray. Open man is Henderson, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Dallas.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I can tell which one of your streams to watch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Adams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A carry for Adams. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll find Hall. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the
maxims
of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down.
I really
look for the big shot,
it.
but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
I'm coming after you. Motion. Yellow. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 50. Nice 7. Let's go. You must right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Wow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I mean, you hit the...
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on 1st down.
What the fuck are you doing, Thornhill?
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
How's that not a pick?
Well, Thornhill just stood there. He didn't move. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the 1st down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Right there.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, and he's hurt.
Following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back for Bills.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Tight left. We got 4. Attack. Shift.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check.
He was stepping with a C6, and I tried to run out of him right there.
Right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I don't need to. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 15. Mike 50. Smoke. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Oh, teammates.
Hey, we got Mike 50.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Crunch. Hey, 57. What? Twitch. Hey, 15.
Here's Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Exit. My 50, my 50.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
He'll field this at the 5.
Oh, my God. Bro, I'm just trying to make him fall. He won't fall. Jesus, that's devastating.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Chiefs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Mahomes going to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, here's Adams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Elliott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Jared must be winning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2 minutes left.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Maher is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bro, my trophy system knocked down my own fucking classroom. Who team you really in?
Look, I'm just trying to do my job. I got fired from the last guy.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team
what the fuck,
and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done.
Pick that ball off,
really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Cowboys, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
The first 4 games, lose one, we lose about 3 or 4 straight. We got to work. Yep.
Yo, Kyler's hurt now, so he probably lose quarter of the last one.
He only throws 9 times a game. So I said he's alright, because he's only throwing 10 times a game.
That's against users, though. Each CPU is different. It's way harder. You hate cause I told no risk. But you wanna be famous, you know I'm icy in Vegas. 67 overall. How are you looking? I make a lot of new money, I say it. My flavor, I think it's cause.
I go 63 overall.